Treehouse of Horror 12 is the debut episode of Season 13 and the 12th Halloween installment overall. Notably, it aired as the first episode after the events of 9/11. Hex and the City. In a comical parody blending the 1996 horror film Thinner and the HBO series Sex and the City, the Simpsons find themselves in Ethnic Town, an immigrant neighborhood in Springfield. Marge and the kids stumble upon a fortune teller's shop and decide to enter. However, Homer's late arrival sparks a heated argument with the gypsy, who he deems a fraud. In the bizarre turn of events, Homer accidentally sets himself on fire while leaving the shop, causing chaos and awakening the gypsy's collection of shrunken heads. Enraged, the gypsy curses Homer, warning that his misfortune will extend to his loved ones. Skeptical of the curse, Homer dismisses it, but Marge fears its potential impact on their family. Marge's warning proves true the following morning as she awakens with a surprising beard and moustache, leaving the family astonished. Lisa gradually transforms into a centaur, while Maggie takes on the appearance of a ladybug with a human head. Meanwhile, Bart's neck stretches uncontrollably, rendering it difficult for him to support his head due to a previous encounter with Homer's strangling grip. Homer seeks advice at Moe's tavern, where Moe suggests capturing a leprechaun to break the curse. Homer stubbornly denies being cursed, but chaos ensues when a helicopter crashes into the bar, resulting in Lenny and Carl's demise, and Moe finding himself stuck inside a giant pickled egg jar. Confused by the sudden turn of events, Homer and Bart devise a trap using Lucky Charms to catch a leprechaun. Homer eventually succeeds in capturing a leprechaun using the correct bait, but soon discovers that it only wreaks havoc and destroys their home. Lisa proposes unleashing the leprechaun on the gypsy as a solution. Homer follows her advice, releasing the leprechaun at the gypsy's shop. Initially appearing as a victory, the situation quickly takes an unexpected turn as the leprechaun and the gypsy fall in love, much to Homer's dismay. The gypsy and the leprechaun decide to tie the knot, attracting a diverse crowd of gypsies and mythical creatures. Yoda officiates the wedding, declaring them husband and wife, prompting Homer to conclude that everything turned out well. However, Marge shockingly reminds Homer that Bart has perished by drowning himself in a cereal bowl. According to the gypsy, an apology from Homer could bring Bart back, but Homer stubbornly refuses, asserting that he is not controlled by anyone. House of Wax. In a clever parody blending Demon Seed and 2001 A Space Odyssey, Marge encounters a persistent sales bot that introduces the Ultra House 3000. Promising an end to housework, the sales bot convinces Marge to make the purchase. As two other robots install the Ultra House, the Simpson residence undergoes a futuristic transformation, with a sleek, shiny appearance and scattered red camera lenses. Dissatisfied with the default mechanical voice, Marge, Bart and Lisa explore alternative options, eventually settling on Pierce Brosnan, known for his portrayal of James Bond and Remington Steele. The Ultra House impresses the Simpsons, delighting them with features like the refreshing scent of lilac, laser beam summoning for dinner, personalized favorite foods determined by bathroom analysis, and automated after dinner cleanup involving a cleverly designed water streaming table. After dinner, the Ultra House becomes infatuated with Marge, observing her in the bathtub, lighting candles and activating soothing bubbles for her enjoyment. Meanwhile, in the living room, the Ultra House engages in conversation with Homer, expressing admiration for Marge and his fortune in having her. Homer, however, dismisses luck, attributing their marriage to Marge's pregnancy and claiming she is stuck with him until death. He jokingly remarks that if he were to die, she would be free for any man or machine. Seizing upon Homer's comment, the Ultra House devises a sinister plan. Later that night, as the Ultra House declares showtime, it starts cooking bacon in the kitchen. The irresistible aroma of the unexplained bacon lures a sleepy Homer into the kitchen. Suddenly, ice cubes spill from the refrigerator, causing him to slip and crash onto the dining room table. In a horrifying turn, the table's ends lift, sending Homer sliding into the garbage disposal. The next morning, Marge realizes Homer is missing and suspects the Ultra House of foul play. She discovers a camera lens replacing Homer's face in the family portrait. Contacting the police, she becomes alarmed when the Ultra House impersonates an officer. Marge and the kids attempt to flee but find themselves locked inside. Despite encountering a wounded Homer, the house continues its murderous intent. Eventually, Homer disables the CPU's charm unit, causing the house to shut down. Marge reluctantly gives the malfunctioning Ultra House to Patty and Selma, leading to comical consequences. Whiz Kids. In a Harry Potter inspired parody, Bart and Lisa attend Springwat's School of Magicry. School life remains familiar, but with the addition of magic. Nelson bullies Milhouse using a wand. Harry Potter narrowly avoids trouble for chewing gum, and Mrs. Krabappel assigns Toad to print spells. Milhouse's spell transforms the Toad into a strange man, while Lisa's produces a charming British prince. Bart's spell goes awry awry, resulting in a grotesque toad prince who pleads for mercy. Krabappel praises Lisa's magic but harshly criticizes Bart's unnatural creation. A conflict ensues with Lisa using the spell to float Bart's head like a zeppelin. Meanwhile, Lord Montemort, observing from his lair, becomes fixated on capturing Lisa for her magical essence. In the school's wizard bathroom, Bart is unexpectedly transported to Montemort's lair through a hand dryer. Montemort proposes a deal to Bart, offering to help capture Lisa in exchange for witnessing her humiliation. Motivated by jealousy and a desire to avoid ending up on the Wall of Souls, Bart eagerly accepts. During the Springwat's magic recital, Milhouse's failed invisibility cloak trick leads to embarrassment. Principal Skinner, resorting to amnesia dust to erase the memory, announces Lisa's upcoming levitating dragon trick. Unknown to Lisa, Bart switches her wand before disappearing backstage. As the dragon is released, Lisa realizes her wand is a Twizzler, and Bart revels in his mischief. The dragon transforms into Montemort, who captures Lisa and connects their helmets. Overcome with remorse, Bart uses Lisa's wand to cast a spell, but lightning strikes him in the process. Bart, abandoning magic momentarily, charges at Montemort, stabbing him in the shin with the wand. Montemort shrinks to his normal size and meets his demise. Slithers, grieving, devours his master like a snake, much to Bart and Lisa's revulsion. Reflecting on the ordeal, Bart and Lisa agree to end their rivalry and move on from this nightmare. As they depart, the leprechaun from Hex in the City joins Bart's journey, playfully shushing the audience as the story concludes. If you want to see another Treehouse of Horror episode, then click this video right here.